Good day, ladies and gentlemen. RJ Horner back again for another day in our wealth study here in Live and Love Life. And we're here to help build a life you love to live. And this is just one of the means of doing so. We're trying to offer tools and tactics to help you improve your life and build a better life according to your dreams and desires. So I thought wealth is, at least in my life, one aspect where I haven't been owning up. I haven't been doing all I can to achieve the money that should be coming into my life. It's always been about not worrying about money, and money comes and goes. And truth is, debt is the thing that's coming to me most, or has been in the past. So I've done a lot of things to eliminate or remove the debt from my life, and now we're moving on to a place where we're going to build the wealth in my life. And my wife and I are on the same page there, and we're starting to move forward with that. So we missed a broadcast yesterday, if anybody noticed. It was due to just poor calculations on my part. I was taking a beach day. We're on holidays, but I've been still trying to keep up the work. And so my wife wanted to go to the beach and enjoy the beach, but it was still my intention to take along my tools and my book and do my reading. But I forgot to bring my equipment with me, so that left me unable to do my reading yesterday. So I do apologize for that, for anybody who missed it. But please, we're going to continue this study. We're finishing up right now with the science of getting rich. I'm going to move on with another study after this, but please join me and please get a copy of The Science of Getting Rich. Again, my mentors have released this book, and you can find it at www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR. There's also a special offer going to be up there. Anybody who purchases the book or has purchased that book through Cora and Sunil, my mentors. So please get a hold of. And we're going to move on to our wealth study today. Today is day 17, and we're talking on chapter 16. So, The Science of Getting Rich, chapter 16. Some cautions and concluding observations. Many people will scoff at the idea that there is an exact science of getting rich, holding the impression that the supply of wealth is limited. They will insist that social and governmental institutions must be changed before a considerable number of people can acquire wealth. But this is not true. It is true that existing governments keep the masses in poverty, but this is because the masses do not think and act in a certain way. If the masses began to move forward according to my suggestions, neither governments nor individual systems could check them. All systems would have to be modified to accommodate this forward movement. If the people had the advancing mind and had the faith that they can become rich, nothing could possibly keep them in poverty. Individuals may enter upon the certain way at any time and under any government and make themselves rich. And when a considerable number of individuals do so under any government, they will cause the system to be modified so as to open the way for others. The more men who get rich on the competitive plane, the worse for others. The more men who get rich on the creative plane, the better for others. The economic salvation of the masses can only be accomplished by encouraging a large number of people to become rich, by practicing the scientific method set down in this book. These people will show others the way and inspire them with a desire for real life, with the faith that it can be attained, and with the purpose to attain it. For the present, however, it is enough to know that neither the government under which you live, nor the capitalistic or competitive system of industry can keep you from getting rich. When you enter upon the creative plane of thought, you will rise above all these things and become a citizen of another kingdom. But remember that your thought must stay on the creative plane. You are never to regard the supply as limited or act in a competitive manner. Whenever you do fall into old ways of thought, correct yourself instantly, because when you are in the competitive mind, you have lost the cooperation of the supreme power. Do not spend any time in planning how you will meet possible emergencies in the future. You should be concerned with doing today's work in a perfectly successful manner, not with emergencies which may arise tomorrow. You can attend to them as they come. Do not concern yourself with questions of how you will surmount obstacles which may loom upon your business horizon. Ignore these questions unless you can plainly see that your course must be altered today in order to avoid these obstacles. No matter how tremendous an obstruction may appear at a distance, you will find that if you continue in a certain way, it will disappear as you approach it, or that a way over, through, or around it will appear. No possible combination of circumstances can defeat a man or woman who is proceeding to get rich along strictly scientific lines. No man or woman who obeys the law can fail to get rich, any more than one can multiply 2 by 2 and fail to get 4. Give no anxious thought to possible disasters, obstacles, panics, or unfavorable combinations of circumstances. There is time enough to meet such things when they present themselves before you in the immediate present. You will find that every difficulty carries with it the wherewithal for its overcoming. Guard your speech. Never speak of yourself, your affairs, or of anything else in a discouraged or discouraging way. Never admit the possibility of failure or speak in a way that implies failure as a possibility. Never speak of the times as being hard or of business conditions as being doubtful. Times may be hard and business doubtful for those who are on the competitive plane, but they can never be so for you. You can create what you want, and you are above fear. When others are having hard times and poor business, you will find your greatest opportunities. Train yourself to think of and to look upon the world as a something which is becoming, which is growing, and to regard seeming evil as being only that which is underdeveloped or undeveloped. Always speak in terms of advancement. To do otherwise is to deny your faith, and deny your faith is to lose it. Never allow yourself to feel deep disappointed. You may expect to have a certain thing at a certain time and not get it at that time. This will seem to be a failure. But if you hold to your faith, you will find that the failure is only apparent. Go on in a certain way, and if you do not receive that thing, you will receive something so much better that you will see that the seeming failure was a prelude to a great success. A student of the science of getting rich had set his mind on making a certain business combination, which at the time seemed to him to be very desirable. He worked for some weeks to bring it about. When the crucial time came, the thing failed in a perfectly inexplicable manner. It was as if some unseen influence had been working secretly against him. He was not disappointed. On the contrary, he thanked God that his desire had been overruled and went steadily on with a grateful mind. In a few weeks, an opportunity so much better came his way that now he would not have made the first deal on any account. He saw that a mind which knew more than he knew had prevented him from losing the greater good by entangling himself with the lesser. That is the way every seeming failure will work out for you. If you keep your faith, hold to your purpose, have gratitude, and each day do all that can be done that day. When you make a failure, it is because you have not asked enough. Keep on, and a larger thing than you were seeking will certainly come to you. Remember this. You will not fail because you lack the necessary talent to do what you wish to do. If you go on as I have directed, you will develop all the talent that is necessary for doing your work. It is not within the scope of this book to deal with the science of cultivating talent, but it is as certain and simple as the process of getting rich. However, do not hesitate or waver for fear that when you come to a place where you will fail for lack of ability, keep right on. And when you come to that place, the ability will be furnished to you. The same source of ability which enabled the untaught Lincoln to do the greatest work in government ever accomplished by a single man is open to you. You may draw upon a thinking mind to use in meeting the responsibilities which are laid upon you. Proceed in full faith. Study this book. Make it your constant companion until you have mastered all the ideas contained in it. While you are getting firmly established in this faith, you will do well to give up most recreations and pleasures and to stay away from places where conflicting ideas are advanced in lectures or sermons. Do not read pessimistic or conflicting literature. Do very little reading outside of the writers mentioned in the introduction. Spend most of your leisure time in contemplating your vision, in cultivating gratitude, and in reading this book. It contains all you need to know of the science of getting rich, and you will find all the essentials summed up in the following chapter. And that's our reading today. And so again, it is being summed up in the following chapter, which is tomorrow's, which is a summary of the science of getting rich. But you can see where it's been leading us so far. It's about putting our faith in the belief that all good things will come to us. We deserve to have these good things come to us. In fact, we often get in our own way because we have these negative thoughts or negative responses. We don't get what we want, and we put blame on things for this, if this happened, or if this only happened, or it should have happened this way. And we hold ourselves up. We don't feel gratitude. We don't feel happy. We don't feel satisfied. I summed up in the story today with the guy who put all the effort into a project and didn't get what he wanted. But he was grateful that this project didn't work out because it wasn't meant for him. He felt that it wasn't meant for him. And so he moved forward, and greater opportunity was presented to him. Now, again, this is only a story, but there are many such stories out there. There are many such people who are successful. And why not learn from those people? Now, the reader or the writer, Wallace D. Wattles, again, this is written in 1910. So he speaks of people like Andrew Carnegie and others who have written biographies that are about wealth building and about how they lived and how they did it. So again, my mentors, Cora and Sunil, they are wealth builders. I can vouch for that. Now, I've never seen their bank account. They've never proved to me so that this is the money they make, but I've watched them for several years, and I watch what they offer to people, and I watch the people who respond to those offers. I watch to see the income coming into them in abundance. So I know these are proven mentors for me to follow, and they're helping me to build my wealth through creative thought. They're helping me build this platform and make it more beneficial for you at the same time. Through presenting the science of getting rich, I am promoting their release of their book. You can get that again at www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR. That's our website. And I've done an article on their book and the release of their book. You can find that there. But for anybody who gets this book, if you want to continue the study of the science of getting rich, because this has been outdated, I'm going to take their book and probably this one and put it into a study mastermind. So we're starting that mastermind. I think it's on September 7th. That'll be posted on our website, www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR. I want you to get this book. I'm continuing the study. I'm going to build all the wealth I can. But on the subject of only reading good books and only taking in the information that's going to help you to build a life you love to live, help to build that wealth through creative thought. Again, if we start to believe that there are obstacles in our way, well, obstacles are going to come into our way. I've even had a situation come up in the last couple of days where it was tragic. It was difficult and it was terrible in its way. But our thought process immediately became, okay, this is what happened. We're going to move forward. What do we need to do to make this go away or to alleviate this situation? Now, it didn't happen to me directly. It happened in my family. And again, but our process immediately became, okay, this is the situation. It's not terrible. It's not something we can't deal with. What do we need to do to deal with it? And because we dealt with it, we move on. We keep moving forward. These are not blockages or things that are going to prevent us from achieving the wealth we deserve. In fact, I'm no longer going to believe there are obstacles in my way. I have learned enough from that book. They mentioned faith a lot, and faith has always presented itself as a blockage in my life. Um, I have limited faith. I have a, I have difficulty trusting, or I have had in the past difficulty trusting people, products, presentations. I'm not so easily um, swayed or easily convinced. Now, what happened to my daughter has happened to my wife. It hasn't happened to me because I'm so skeptical or have been so skeptical. I do watch out for certain things and do watch out to make sure that people aren't going to take advantage of me. But at the same time, now I'm looking for opportunity and not um, issues or falsities, or I'm still looking to see if things are valid or whether they're reliable, but I'm looking for the opportunity. I'm looking for the growth in this. What do I need to learn? What do I need to make happen or to accept in this situation? By accepting things, by working forward, I gain my next advantage. I gain my next step forward. Taking things on a little bit of faith. So that's where I'm going. That's what I've learned so far in this book. The secret is ask, believe, receive. It's presented in this book in a little more than those 3 words. But it really is about setting in motion or setting your intentions out there in the universe, letting it be known that this is what you want and this is what you work for. Then those things will start to show up in your life and you'll start to see those opportunities. And then you have to believe that you deserve these things, that they will come to you. If you work for them, they'll come. If you build it, they will come. Isn't that what that movie Field of Dreams says? If you build it, they will come. And they say if you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. Not exactly true. You have to do something to present them. This is my marketing piece for this. I'm letting people know that I have a certain amount of knowledge and a certain amount of wisdom within the thought leadership and the personal development field. I put in well over 10,000 hours in study of personal development. I've studied so many of the teachers that are available who have wisdom to spare. So I believe in sharing the wisdom. So you'll find, my hashtag share the wisdom out there quite often. Another hashtag I have is share the wealth, hashtag share the wealth. And that really is not about I have to give you money or you have to give me money so that we have more to go around. No, it's about attracting financial success through creative thought. If you do something to go out there and earn the value or offer value to earn the rewards that are necessary, you will receive. You believe it, believe you deserve it, and then be ready and be open to receive the return, the value that you will get back. Doing it through creative thought. You create something. Even going out there, imagine a young kid going out there who would, and we don't do this as much anymore, but go out there and mow lawns. You know what? There are a lot of elderly people out there who a 15-year-old or 16-year-old came and said, I'd mow your lawn for $20 a month or $50 a month. There's value in that for them because they can't do it. They can't manage it as well for themselves. And $50 a month may be a small amount to pay to have somebody do this. But this youngster who's going to do this for them is offering them 10 times value because $50 a month is a small fee to make sure that these people are taken care of and getting the value they deserve. And then the rewards will surely come to them. But they're using creative thought to put this in place. We don't do that anymore. Even, you know what, even youngsters who would go out and sell a product to make an income, we can do that at any age. You know what? We're not limited by age. We're not. I'm almost 50, and I'm just starting to do this process now. I didn't think like this in the past. I've always worked for my living. I've always worked to earn my way. And so I've never really put creative thought into earning my income or revenue, or never made that part of my wealth building process. That's a thing of the past for me. I'm utilizing my creative thought, and I'm looking for people who can help me do that as well. Build a life you love to live. Get people on board. Share your vision with like-minded people. Don't share your vision with everybody. That's what we've been told. Share it with like-minded people. When you find those people who have that natural curiosity and have a desire for betterment and have a desire to grow and build a life they love to live, those are the people you want to get on board. We have a partner here in Live and Love Life now, so we are growing. And I'm excited for that. So this community will grow and we'll start to bring in income, because I now owe responsibility to somebody else to bring in income, not just myself. That's where we're going in the science of getting rich. So I want to let you know that we are continuing the study of the science of getting rich. In order to get involved with that, you have to buy a copy of my mentor's book. Cora Cristobal and Sunil Tulsiani have rewritten the science of getting rich. By buying a copy of that book, you can get access to a mastermind group. This mastermind is going to be for 1 year. We will meet bi-weekly. And we're going to study the science of getting rich and implement it into our lives. We're going to make sure over the next year that we begin to build our fortune. Whatever that may be for each of us, we are going to build a life you love to live. Together, working together for a better tomorrow. That's our vision. That's my vision. Working together for a better tomorrow. We can't do it by ourselves. We can't do it as individuals. So only by working together and only by helping each other can we become better. So there's where that mastermind comes in. We're going to implement these strategies together. So to get access to that, please go to www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR to get your copy of the book. And if you've already bought the book through Cora or Sunil, through their program, please just email RJ Horner at live-love-life.ca, and I'll put you on the list for the mastermind. So once again, RJ Horner at live-love-life.ca to get access to the mastermind if you've already bought in the book. If not, go to www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR for more information and to get your copy. That's our broadcast for today. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry we missed a day. That really was not the intention. But these things happen. That's part of this business. It's part of the life. You know what? Sometimes we end up with canceled appointments. Sometimes we end up with missed appointments. I do regret it, but obviously that was the way it was meant to be. I was meant to enjoy the day at the beach with my wife, uninterrupted. So we did that. We enjoyed it. We had some relaxation time together. So I'm very pleased with that. And that kept me in a better spirit, right? We need to have leisure time as well. We need to have enjoyment. So go out there and enjoy your life. Go out there and work for a better tomorrow. Find that thing that's going to bring tremendous value to others and then to you in return. I'm RJ Horner here for Live and Love Life in our wealth study of the science of getting rich. Until next time, better days ahead.